coming to you from Homebrew Studios. It's Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour with your host, Bob Katie.
And John Piccirillo.
Time passes slowly as I walk this dusty road. Yesterday's gone and tomorrow's too far away.
Uh-oh. Guess what time it is? It's Thursday, which means welcome to Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
Welcome aboard, folks. Step right in. Enjoy the show. It's about to begin.
You thought he was well lubed 2 weeks ago. Woo! He's ready to rock and roll today, that's for sure. Yeah, you do this later in the later you go in the night, the more lubed John is. So we're starting a little bit later than we normally do on a podcast night, and
is it that late?
Later than we normally. Yeah, which means you're
Nah.
Yes, you're 5 steps up already.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Oh, we know you're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. I'm fascinated with my new jewelry over there. It's right across from me. I can't stop looking at it.
You can't stop looking at it?
Nope.
Step up to the microphone a little bit more.
Ah.
There we go.
I put it down on purpose, but I think that's better.
Yeah, you got to get in there. You got to hear you. Right?
I'm not going to apologize. I'm a coxman.
Do we let the cat out of the bag what night it is?
Monday?
Monday. This is very unusual. Usually it's band practice night. So,
yeah, we're a little bit off.
Well, not to mention that you said nobody listened the other day. That's devastating to us.
Yeah, because everybody was a busy weekend. I mean,
I'm gonna chalk it up that way. I hope that's good.
Hope so.
Everybody.
Yeah, we hit our all-time lull.
I know.
Right before the big 52.
I know, right before the one that I thought was going to be magical.
Yeah, I don't know.
52.
I don't know what we're doing wrong. Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Does anybody know what we're doing wrong? Is anybody listening out there? Hello. Well, if you are listening, then
There should be a meter that we can see.
Yeah, if you are listening, then
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
if you want to send us something, you can send it to bobandjohnspodcast@gmail.com or
At Loose and Buttery on Twitter and Instagram or Periscope.
and you can find us on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. Yeah, we have the big 52 coming up next Thursday.
Are you going to let anybody know some of the changes that we know that are coming? That would ruin it.
Yeah.
We're going to change some stuff.
Yeah. If they're not listening, does it matter?
I don't know. I think that's why we're slacking tonight.
Yeah, we're a little bummed.
Yeah, we don't feel like the audience participation is there.
Well, usually we have our usual number that we seem to hit every week, and listen, for two people who aren't getting paid for this and have normal lives and jobs and everything, we work hard at doing this as well as we can for the time allotted that we can do.
Yeah.
And when we hit our usual number, we try to expand on that number each week.
Why do you want that beer so bad?
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
And this last week just seemed like we didn't even get even the regulars bowed out. Nothing.
This is a very difficult time of year for me. So I understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, John is going to try a juicy rationalization.
That's exactly right. This season, the end of summer it's devastating to some. Not all. I understand that. Devastating to some. I'm one of those guys. It's devastating that it's coming to a close, and it came too fast. It was gone before it got here. Even though I tried to absorb every little ounce of it, it was gone. Gone forever. Last summer. Ugh. It's devastating.
You know what I'd like to for once enjoy the seasons without having the I don't want this season to go too fast because there's work to be done that isn't done. Not that I want the luxurious part of it to go. You know what I mean?
Well, part of my problem is
Part of that'll be getting out of this
fall.
place. That's what a part of that will be.
Fall.
I love fall.
I love fall too.
I love summer. I love fall. I wish both of them could be extended. I wish we could give another couple months to both.
Yeah, and
I think winter can be. I think you could boil winter down to like 2 months for me.
it would be great. That would be just.
You could
about
put all of winter. If you could just start winter right about November. You know what? If you give winter November to the end of January, maybe around somewhere in January, that would be good. I'd be happy. Done. Get all my snow in. Get all my fun in. Get all the winter type fun in. Spring, I have no use for. Hated it as a kid because it always teased you.
Is it? It is a big teaser.
You'd have like a 60-degree day, and as a kid, you're
depends
running
if you're
around
into
in
that kind of
shorts and a t-shirt.
You might
Next
wanna
day,
be teased, you know.
Next day, you get up, you go outside, and the
I
wind is
know.
so cold, ripping on your
people
face,
do.
and it was terrible. And and
Oh my!
so spring, you can. For me, a week of spring. Go right from winter, right through a week. Progress right to summer.
I would negotiate with spring,
It's muddy. It's rainy.
but winter really needs to shorten up. It's been
No, I don't
long-
negotiate with spring or winter. This is how it's going to be set.
well.
And then you give
Then
the
do
remaining
it.
time. You split the remaining time between summer and fall.
Just do it then.
You split the remaining time between summer and fall. That would be the perfect change of seasons.
Would be
times.
nice. Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm just getting into fall, like really starting to enjoy fall when it's just about over. You know what I mean?
I hope there's more fall to come.
Oh, there is, but like at the end of October when you're like right after Halloween, I still want another month of fall. I'm like just getting there. I'm like, oh, I'm just getting into it. You know what I mean? I'm just getting into that whole thing. And then it's like November hits. Winter's coming.
Oh well, when winter's coming,
Yeah, I want another month of fall.
it's human instinct.
Fuck them. I want
think
another
it's-
month of fall.
I think it's going that way. Except that doesn't hold true today.
Today was nice. I liked it.
But it turned
those days-
cool quickly.
Yeah, these days are weird.
Yeah.
In the
warm
weird,
day,
yeah. It's
cool night.
no, it's weird in the fact of you. These are those weird days. You get them in the spring too. You put a fleece on because you're cold. You get in the car and you drive somewhere, and halfway there you're sweating your ass off because the sun is coming through the windshield and heating your car up more rapidly.
Hey, don't do that.
What are you doing?
I'm doing some sound effects.
Hey, don't do that.
Finish your beer, asshole.
I was looking at the camera, you know. Well, you're telling a story. I can listen and do things.
I wasn't telling a story. I was talking to you, and you were
No,
ignoring me.
you were talking to them.
You're supposed to be observant. I gotta listen to all.
right?
I gotta listen to all your shit.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you could make silly
My uncle says you got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah. Your uncle molests collies.
noise. You could look at the camera while I tell a story.
I don't want to look at the camera.
See?
This
the
is
thing.
the video
That's
part of
all.
it is your crazy shit that I have to put together to make you happy.
So I have to.
You're like a
entertain the
wife.
Camera.
You're
That's
like a
what I'm-
wife.
So you.
Ho ho, very funny. Ha ha, it is to laugh.
So when you look over here and I'm licking the microphone and looking at the camera, you're like, "What are you doing?"
Hey, Peter, it's 7 o'clock and you've still got your pants on. What's the occasion?
What's the occasion?
Yeah, what's the occasion? Obviously. So last
It's Monday.
last Wednesday
Be GM night.
last Wednesday
We haven't been following this at all.
what part do you want? The fuck off part?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. That one it says that.
Last week I think me and you sat down and watched some of the Republican presidential debate.
Yeah, that was funny.
He just liked watching me get more and more crazy is what he liked.
Yeah, it was fun.
Because I don't like watching that stuff because it makes me crazy because it's just nonsense and just
Makes me laugh.
spewage of just dumb ass clowns. Ass clowns.
Donald Trump reminds me of a Muppet.
They're
Because he's so busy. Look around like this. Yeah.
I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fuzzy.
speaking of Muppets. Yeah, he's just all of
The
them
Muppet craze, I'll tell you, is really
back in full swing.
yeah, totally. And
Yeah.
I dig watching some of the stuff. So like the guy from Hangover, the Asian guy,
Yeah, he's got a new TV show called Dr. Ken coming out.
and that crazy ass.
He's really a doctor.
that crazy ass Muppet that only like, and I think he was kind of speaking Spanish, and he was like all like an ant kind of pretty much, and just I barely remembered him myself. But he runs into him outside of their trailer. It was actually entertaining to me. I think the Muppets are on the right track. They gave Kermit a new girlfriend. It's amazing.
Well, the funny thing is, look at the stuff that's really kind of out now. You got the Muppets are back. Star Wars in December. Whole new the Star Wars is back again.
Yep.
And all this superhero stuff that maybe wasn't prevalent in movies so much when we were a kid, but there was always a superhero cartoon or television show they were trying to put on the air in comic books and stuff. In a way, I feel like it's all my childhood coming back in form. You know what I mean?
That's why it's
On steroids.
It's the time to rock and roll.
Yeah, I feel like it is. I feel like it's weirdly all coming around again.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, you good with that?
I'm good with that. I like that. I like the way that feels.
Maybe they'll reboot the Dukes of Hazzard for you.
Well, they tried that, right?
The movie.
The movie.
You know what? That movie. Listen, if you take that movie for what it is, if you took the Dukes of Hazzard for what it is, it's really it was really not that bad a movie. It's just funny. You know what I mean? If you just take it for being funny, Johnny Knoxville's funny. He was funny in it. He was good.
Yeah.
And Jessica Simpson was lovely to look at.
Yes.
So
All of her Daisy Duke splendor.
Yeah, I think when they reboot and make movies or TV shows, you can't go into it thinking it's going to be what you saw once upon a time.
That would be lame if it was.
You just can't recreate a snapshot in time, especially that was so popular. Like when they redid the Miami Vice movie, like in the 2000s. There, when I heard that, I'm like, what are they going to do? Are they? I mean that made fashion trends. That show, you know what I mean?
Gosh, I had a white suit.
Yeah, I mean it was huge. It was so big. It was like a huge thing, and I'm like, how are you going to recreate that? Because the guy who did the new movie is Michael Mann, who created the series and the original. So, it wasn't like they were rebooting from everybody from head to toe from scratch. The creator was still directing the movie, But they did a good job. I took it for what it, I saw it and I seen it and I own the movie and, I enjoy it for what it is. I don't try to make it 1984 Miami Vice. You know what I mean?
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, they could have just switched the names on the characters and been fine.
Did you like it? Because I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. But, it didn't, like I said, you could have taken it and completely switched, just taken Tubbs and Crockett and the names they had and just wiped them all out and give them different names. And I thought it would have been a good movie. I took it like that. I couldn't go into it like expecting something Miami Vice like. You know what I mean?
I remember when Miami Vice came out. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Still love it.
Hell, that was Friday night. Sit your ass down and watch TV.
Got to see some bikinis on the beach.
Yeah.
Some sick boats.
Sick cars.
Sick cars.
Yeah. Action.
Good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all, you know.
The good
It was a
old
good show.
days of
Exactly.
Shows. Well, hey, let's not say there aren't great shows. There's great shows.
Yeah.
And Game of Thrones, heavily recognized.
Oh, yeah. I guess the Emmys was
Yeah.
The other night. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, now you and I, we don't talk about that, but it's a big deal.
I don't watch it.
In the media. In
Yeah.
the media, it's a big deal. And you and I, we don't talk a lot about it, so it was right here. Thought I'd pop it out there.
Yeah.
But it's good that HBO's got
I don't really.
got one in there.
Yeah. To be honest with you, could really give a rat's ass about it. You know, I watch the shows I like, whether they're winning Emmys or not or whatever.
Yeah.
I just like them. I like them. If not, not. You know.
Exactly. But at least you know others are thinking that the material you like is good.
Well, you usually say that because
It's
usually
reassuring, anyway.
Well, you usually think that when the material comes back in the following season, that's usually a good indicator. You know.
That is.
Hey, I've watched shows where I've been like, I love this fucking show, and they cancel it, and you're like, what?
You still didn't get here yet?
No, get there when we want to get there. That was just a message to you because I knew you'd look at the board. By the way, the board right where a segment we write the segment in purple on the board, and when we get down to the first segment, it just says "fuck off." And I wrote that for John because I knew he'd be looking at that. What he needs to feel structure.
Well, as I explained before, it's the dead air I can't put up with.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
Right there, Pally.
Yeah.
Right there, Pally.
If Bob says more time without noise, I'll do it.
He's thinking.
Whoa, ass ahoy.
Speaking of that, what's your ass update? Huh? I didn't say freeze like a fucking smiling idiot.
I'm going for the world record right now. That was the longest forever I kept my mouth shut.
Jesus.
How about that? You guys like that? If you like that, I'll give you more. This guy's always trying to put a staple into my lips.
Finish your beer, asshole.
I'll give you finish your beer, asshole. I will. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
You're making a big mistake, cowboy.
Cowboy.
You feel better now? It was a little hostile, you know?
Yeah.
You're a little hostile there.
Well, we need some sort of structure.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
About time.
For some structure, you can get a
Jiminy
hold of us
Christmas?
at Bob and John's podcast at gmail.com or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Periscope.
our Facebook page and our YouTube channel at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
That was awesome.
And now it's time for the Book of John with your host, John Piccirillo.
I did one of these. I did it across the lake. People were cheering. It was awesome. Ready?
back. You're going to do what I think you're going to do. Step back. You're going to blow us all away. That's good. Oh, man. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we don't give a shit anymore tonight. So this is your podcast. Even in giving a shit, we're going to have some fucking fun.
That's right. If nobody's listening, I'm going to make sure somebody's listening.
Somebody's listening, goddammit.
I'm practicing, though. It's getting good because I do it more often every year, I find. It's too tempting. When there was a big fire Saturday night and people on the other side of the lake were making noise, like, ooh, ooh. I could do that all night long. I was like, ooh, ooh. I could do that, you know? So when I whip out that, it's like, it's great. It's a good one. I love that shit. Love it. Oh, so in the spirit of the fall, and I want to do this ahead of time, it's not jumping seasons. It's a fall activity thing that I want.
Hey, don't do that.
Okay.
One of the things that's incredible in our neighborhood, not immediate neighborhood, but close proximity,
Where?
Vale Cemetery. And I think it's on the list of top 10 most haunted. I think. I'd have to do the research.
I've heard some stuff, some rumors about that.
But what I'd like to do, especially
Very interesting.
this time of the year, like I wanted to say Halloween time, but it's more about probably the right weather climate where you get like, you know, some fog.
Oh, next month is your type of year.
Yeah, you know what I'm
It's a
saying?
Halloween thing.
Yeah. And in the
Halloween this, Halloween that.
get some video there at the right time, you know? Yeah. That's been on my list for a long time because it's close. It's in my backyard when I'm at my parents' house, you know? That's a
Sure, go over there. Get some footage.
Get some footage. I mean,
As
I've
long
been
as I don't
in
have
there.
to go because I don't really care.
I've been in there during the day. I haven't snooped around at night, and like probably crazy ass video and photography could be done in wee hours of the morning. You know, when the
Yeah,
sun's
I
coming
lost
up.
the whole Halloween thing. It just doesn't appeal to me anymore.
That's all right.
And the older I've
That's
gotten,
totally
it's
fine.
just kind of like,
You've got the football season covered. You've got Christmas covered.
Christmas.
I think I'll take care of New Year's.
Okay.
And Thanksgiving we do our thing. So except
Thanksgiving's just Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but my sister's been kind of egging me on to do Disney for Thanksgiving.
I did as a kid. I did Christmas in Florida one year, and I was like depressed as hell. The worst Florida experience ever.
Yeah,
It was like
you
it's
do
Christmas, and I'm looking outside, going, "There's fucking palm trees, dude.
It's sunlight, man.
It's palm trees.
Sucks.
What the fuck?"
This sucks.
Yeah. It just no, especially when you're a kid. It's like, oh, this sucks. You know what I mean?
Well, you like playing in the snow.
I don't like playing in the snow, but you know what? I do find there's nothing more pretty than a nice snow.
Yeah.
Beautiful snow. You know what I mean? I like a good couple of storms. I can get sick of it just as fast as anybody can. You know?
Oh, when it just keeps on coming.
No, I'm not a particular fan of the stale, cold, nothing's happening.
Oh, that
January
I forgot
days.
all about that. Oh,
January days.
let's not talk about this tonight.
Yeah, see, I don't care for those.
We're moving forward too quickly.
To me, if you can remove January and move February in that spot, because I don't mind the snow.
I would be fine with that.
So if you can, but I just don't like it.
January's just frozen.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't care for just. I'm just going to be outrageously cold and no snow. Nothing's going to happen. Freeze your ass off.
Maybe we should bring the brew pub and radio podcast show.
Outside in the cold?
No, out, maybe where Pat is in
Florida?
Yeah, we could do a little outdoor sensation.
Someday.
And the equipment could be right there, just like that. We play a little music. You know what I'm saying?
Someday.
Everything. Because I've been trying to figure out how to do this, what we do right here. And
It would be
include
great.
Periscope.
I was watching.
But there's a lot going on.
Yeah,
I think trying to figure it.
I was watching the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, who took over for Letterman.
Yeah.
Just to kind of check it out, you know. And I thought to myself, well, maybe that's what we need. We need a band. You know, every show has a band.
Exactly.
But the problem is, we'd want to be in the band and
I
not
know.
doing the show.
I know.
So hence lies a problem.
Well, maybe we should start working on filling all of the shoes.
We already do fill all the fucking shoes.
Well, we need other people that can do that.
I fill most of the goddamn shoes
We haven't
behind
even-
the scenes.
We haven't even asked if Tom. Yeah, he's busy though. He's got some band. He's got a couple multi-band.
He has another band called the Sun Dogs.
Yep. So, but he's shown interest in being a participant.
Yeah, in our new podcast year, which
Right.
starts
Very
in
soon.
October, we will be
Next week
we're
is our
we're going to be trying to get some
50
real
second.
interviews.
52nd
Yeah, which is a year.
full year
Yes.
from when we started.
That's why it's really kind of
that
bummed us
little-
out that the one right before the full year just totally, like, nobody listened to for some reason.
I still think it has some
Felt like it was a big fuck you.
time of the year. A lot going on for everybody.
I guess we'll chalk
Everybody.
that up. Like we were talking about, podcasts are
You
weird
got to
because
remember, kids have problems.
somebody
adults have problems.
But somebody on Twitter, they just favorited one of our tweets that was from 7 months ago. No, 7 months ago. Not 7 months ago. 4 months ago. Your birthday boot one
Good.
on Twitter, and it was like, wow, late to the show, but I guess whatever.
That might be the a little bit of the Untapped thing because that's my profile on Untapped is me drinking Das Boot. So somehow might be crazy linked like that. I'm just throwing out a line, but I don't know.
Could be. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know, but it was the
Especially when we do so much
favorited
like
loose and buttery.
hashtag. It could be
Yeah.
hashtag Das Boot.
Das Boot.
Das Boot. Picture of Das Boot.
Yeah, we gotta. Oh man.
Oh, we're going there again.
Crap.
That was awesome.
Oh, Monday makes this even worse.
This time of the year it takes a little bit of leveling.
Well,
with the
Jay's
ship.
birthday is Monday.
I know.
We're trying to get out there.
He needs to get Das Boot.
Oh,
And we
man.
want to do this. We want to do this show. It's the 50-second show. There's a ton of. If it's possible, can we do it? I have no idea. Secretly, we might be able to pull it off, but that'd be tough. But we'd probably be better off not being secretive and saying like, "Hey, is it all right if we use a little area here? We're going to do a podcast."
Problem is, we just don't have a lot
We're
of.
going to buy beer and drink it.
I know, but the problem is, we just don't have a lot of preparation time to do this whole thing.
Oh, I know. I know
It's-
exactly what you're saying.
You know, you keep promising this big 52 episode number 52, and I'm still wondering what the hell you got in mind because I got nothing in mind. So let's see what you pull out your ass. This one's on you. I worked hard on the 4th of July one.
Well, I think we should make the 52nd one. I think the green screen needs to be the big hoo-hoo. The show, it's not so.
Oh, I don't know what the big hoo-hoo is. You're like my wife. Use your words. What's the big hoo-hoo?
The thing that is going to make viewers excited to see. visually stimulating.
You do realize it's like a week away. When are we going to get the time to do all this?
We're doing it right. We're doing it right now.
No, we're doing podcast number 51 is what we're doing.
And there's no green screen stuff for this episode.
Yeah, there is. I put some up. Ass bucket. We just haven't got there yet. We have Tuesday. We have tomorrow and Wednesday to do that.
Essay.
You asshole. Asshole. Mister don't like to keep anything goddamn secret. What was your Book of John anyway? Oh, Vale Cemetery?
Yeah.
Oh, just to go there?
It's local. No, I want some film.
Oh.
I want a photograph. I want to do some filming.
What we need to do.
I mean, even during the day, it would be beautiful, but at nighttime, would certainly add a
we need
factor.
to get Mr. John Fowler here because he's another big Halloween horror guy.
You were right.
That's something you need to work on, seeing that's your holiday.
Yeah, he is. He's bro that way.
Yeah, so I think you better start tickling the fucking ivories there and getting his shit together.
I've run into him. He's up in my neck of the woods.
He's over there now?
Because I use Hannaford by...
Oh, work into the woods.
Yeah.
He's in Toga.
Yeah, he's up that way. I've run into him a couple times there.
Well, you got him on Facebook. You better Facebook his ass and tell him to get in here and plop his ass down.
He'd be awesome. Oh, man. Last couple ones was because that Scottish festival was recently.
Yeah, he's all into crazy shit like you are. You guys have a lot of that shit. You like
kilts and everything.
Well, you got to get him in here. We could be doing some
awesome.
interviewing. Interview the man.
Heck yeah, we'll get that guy. Let's get our good friends in here. And if we have to put Jeff into a bag, a burlap bag, and drag him, like I almost saw it just right there in my head, boom, 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 down the stairs, and we'd be like, ha, 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 we just knocked him out. But it'd be like, well, you assholes, you get out of the bag. You assholes, you get away.
It'd be like
we got to get that. We got to get that son of a
It'd be like old school when they drive up in the van and they get out and fucking put the bag over his head and rip him into the car.
That's what we need.
Well, they go into the parking lot of the grocery store and they grab the guy and they put him in there. And the guy's wife is like, oh, and Will Ferrell goes, "You whatever, but we'll kill him." And then Will Ferrell starts to get in the van. He turns around and goes, "We're not going to kill him. We'll have him back in like an hour. It's okay. It's okay. No, we're going to kill him." It freaks the lady out.
Well, we were talking about it earlier. Wendy.
Mangoyne.
Be nice to.
Mangoyne, Lolick. We know her as Wendy Mangoyne.
Be nice to know what's going on
and
there.
Wendy Lolick, but we grew up with her as Wendy Mangoyne. Wherever she's disappeared to. Where are you, Wendy? Like, nobody's hearing this, so it doesn't matter.
Fart knocker.
Fart knocker?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea what to do right now. You don't.
I'm ready to call the show.
Wow.
At 34? Well, the board wasn't set up very good. I'm already done with that. So I was trying
to stretch on some time, get you to talk on some shit, but you're a little bit, you're past the lubed point of creativity in your brain has stopped.
There's a lot of shit going on down here for 2 hours I was hanging around.
We had some stuff to do, yeah.
What are you going to do? That's the way it is.
Are we really going to leave it this short? Anything we had to add? Anything happened? You said you smoked some stuff this week. And I mean meats, that is. He smoked some meats, that is, and trout.
I smoked 2 top round London broils and 2 bottom round London broils. Also smoked about 6 nice trouts. We're talking 18 inches. They were fantastic. Barely fit into my smoker. And then actually smoked a whole wheel, which our wheels are pretty small, maybe pounders. And threw that on there and smoked that. And it was fantastic. And actually, one of the things that I noticed is I was afraid it was going to melt like crazy because of the heat, but I did it on a very slow smoke, lots of chips, moist chips to keep the smoke flavor going on the cheese. And I was afraid it was going to just melt and ooze. But the cheese that we make is pretty hard. It's more like a Parmesan, so it was going to be hard. It started to soften a little bit. I took it off of there and let it cool, and it was fantastic. I love that, and that's kind of something I want to share. That's what I'm talking about, the food truck kind of craze. I'd like to be able to share some of that stuff because we make some really killer stuff. Like, we always make like zucchini flour.
Oh, you were talking about those the other day. You brought them up to Dock 1, didn't you?
They gone.
Yeah.
I brought it as a survival food.
Yeah.
I introduced them to some of the ones at Dock 1, and it was gone. They were gone because it's an older school philosophy, and it's the zucchini flour. You also get the same flours from pumpkins, same exact flour. When you take it, you got to get them right when they open in the morning.
Yeah.
Before all the bugs get in them and stuff, and you take them out and wash them, and then you put them in kind of like a egg batter and fry them, and they're delicious. Well, they had the flour, and they did that, and my other sister now, Scott and Ange, he's gotten really into charcoal grilling and smoking, so he does a lot of smoking too, and the same thing. When you get to the end of the cycle, it's kind of a cool temperature for cooking, but you can still get the smoke flavors and the heat to cook it gently instead of on a high temperature. So putting cheese and peppers is what he does. So he grew a ton of habaneros and jalapenos and stuff. So my sister was like, what are you going to do? What can I do with all these jalapenos? And I said, well, they were already stuffing nice sweet peppers with breadcrumb stuffing, which was delicious, always. When she did the jalapenos, I said, put cream cheese in there and roll them in that same batter you're doing with the flours and fry them. And cook them up. They were awesome. They were
awesome.
We made poppers. They were fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, that's what makes camp fun. So that's what I got talking to Samantha about it, and really what the worst thing is, I can't, because this time of the year now, you got to start moving south if you want to make money on a food truck.
I don't know. I don't have a food truck.
Maybe you could do it in. Maybe you could make like a chowder truck. Like maybe it changes in the seasons. In the winter, just do a chowder truck. And now I'm thinking.
I don't know the food truck industry, so I don't know.
We're talking chowder truck. Man, a good lobster bisque, clam chowder, Manhattan clam chowder. And then you got to have, I think a lot of people like a good chicken noodle. I'm curious as to the noodle or the rice would be, spoon for spoon. I think the rice in chicken noodle rice. It's easier to scoop everything, where the noodles is more of a pain in the ass. But some people love doing stuff with chopsticks, and with noodles you can get chopsticks and twist them up.
You put way too much thought into this.
I'm just saying. You wanted me to fill up some time.
Wow. If he's here, who's running hell?
I got a guy at work. He loves chopsticks.
Should we? You said
we got Asian noodles. He's using chopsticks.
You said a friend of the show's Tom in Indiana is a little under the weather. Should we say get well to him?
Well, I hope he's feeling better because he's usually the first check-in, and
Yeah, he's usually like right on top of it. Thursday, wham! You get listen to that show.
We're sad.
Yeah,
I hope he feels better.
You said he was a little under the weather.
I think he was under the weather, and he needs time to recuperate. That's fine. That's good. We're willing to.
We're willing to sacrifice.
You take care of yourself, Tom. Now get back in the game shortly, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
We need you.
Yeah. I guess I should mention Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast on Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you can send in your picks because we do our picks every week. You can send them in at Bob and Jay's Pass Rush at gmail.com. Or, find us on Twitter at Pass Rush Podcast at gmail.com. That's Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast. Every Wednesday, wherever you find Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
And speaking of that, you can get a hold of us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com or
at Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Periscope.
And on Facebook and our YouTube channel at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. It still made you laugh, didn't it?
It makes me laugh that you think that's funny.
Monkey, come on.
That's what makes me laugh.
Farts and monkeys, man. Monkeys farting. That's even better.
No, monkeys being tortured, though, is different.
I really wasn't. It was just the noise he was
See?
making. It wasn't the torturing
part. It's always
part.
about interpretation.
You're always open, and you are an interpretation.
That's exactly.
Guess who got in contact with me today?
My uncle says you got a screw loose.
Oh, yeah? Your uncle molests collies.
Steve D'Ambrosio. I did the. Your Price is Right. No. Family Feud. That's what I did.
Don't scream into the microphone that much. We got a new board, and you're like...
Is it all sensitive? I made it hot, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That was just a big distorted blur of...
Hey, we got to know this about the board. It's the first night.
Oh, I know it because I heard the distortion. Yeah, collie molester call.
The hell did he have to say? I can't even imagine.
I haven't, done any bodily harm to myself after a 2-month disappearance. Actually, 2 months is kind of a short disappearance for him.
Yeah, it's short.
Yeah. A little bit short, but,
So what has he done?
Same old shit, different day.
Oh.
How's that for you?
Porno?
He hasn't done porno. No, I don't think so. Yeah, he could be making movies in his apartment.
Like the Mask?
I don't know what that guy does in the afternoon, man.
You never know.
Yeah. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
No.
We want to know what Jeff Brooker's doing in the afternoon, not Steve.
Yep.
We're afraid of what Steve's doing in the afternoon.
Oh, I know what he's doing. Who? There it is. Where's that?
What?
I just fixed it, so you
right.
don't have to pay royalties.
Hey, who wants to play Drink the Beer?
Right here.
Damn, that's nasty.
Damn, that's nasty. That's what I'm talking about. Damn, that's nasty.
I had just an amazing weekend. Got my first speeding ticket. Start off.
You held off all this time? I was surprised. I'm surprised.
Bullshit ticket. Bullshit ticket.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It is. It's always bullshit.
No, I call shit on this because he missed the 3 guys that were right in front of me as I was flowing in traffic.
That is bullshit.
Yeah.
You're probably the only one that legally pulled over appropriately.
It was bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. Then I went to, go for my daily walk. Try to get in as much exercise as possible with daily walk, and pull on my shoe and that broke.
Oh, yeah, the tongue.
The tongue can't just right. It's only sneakers not even 2 years old. Just like it was like freaking a 10-year-old sneaker.
What's the name on it?
Skechers.
They're short livers.
I didn't. It's not like I wear it every day. You know what I mean? Didn't get hardly any wear out of it. I feel like.
I didn't know you had Skechers.
Yeah. Listen, my foot has become. As I've gotten older, my foot has become just a stupid impossibility of, where it becomes more important because you realize when you get older that you're taking care of your feet in the right shoes helps your back and everything else. And when you're younger, you just ignore that shit.
Yeah.
And I find that, Nikes, I went up there today to get new ones and wanted to give lay of the land. And everything in a, athletic shoe. It's natural to go for Nikes first. Take a look, see what they got. They're, the premier athletic shoe in the land. Mm-hmm. I tried on a 13 normal because I didn't have 13 wide. I couldn't even get the back of my foot in. I swear to God, it was like a 10, but it's a 13.
Yeah.
So I had to go up to a 14. And they're still so thin. They're like thinner than even the other normal ones. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, gee, what the hell with this?
That's bullshit.
So I tried like New Balance and, a bunch of the other ones and just ended up going to the Skechers because you getting the 13 wide in the Skechers for sneakers to do what I got to do in them. Listen, I'm old. I'm uncool. I don't give a fuck. What they're black, they're fine as long as they don't have anything glowing. Okay, I that's where I push it. It's like I just don't want anything glowing.
When you run down the street, it goes.
What the fuck are you doing?
The way the heels are, because you get a little slapping. It's like flip flop action, but there's a little light buzzing there. He doesn't get it at all. He has no imagination, folks.
Hey, don't do that.
Don't know what the hell you're talking about. I really don't. But anyways, I had to go get that, and I tried on some like I was telling you, they're not boots, but they're like the kind of hiking boot almost, but like for like regular everyday wear type of thing, crossover type of. It's like that part sneaker, part boot,
like a cast.
Jackass.
And I usually gravitate. It's a natural gravitation for me to gravitate toward Timberlands.
Yeah.
Big Timberland fan.
I am.
I like them. They don't fit my feet anymore, man. I've had trouble the last couple times. I tried to move to Timberlands. And it's like right in my arch. It feels like somebody just put a ball in there and it just fisting right up into my arch. And it's like, this is not comfortable.
See, my old Timberlands, I think they have my foot shape in there already or something.
Either they switched them up and started making their arch different in them or something.
You'd be amazed.
I'm disappointed in it.
Small changes make huge differences.
One of the reasons to get Timberlands is because they last. Mm-hmm. So I've had to switch to Wolverines, which don't last as long. I can beat through a pair of Wolverines.
I was going to say, you've been on the fence
easy.
here because I've seen some Wolverines around.
They fit me great, and they feel great on my feet. Yeah. They just do. They fit perfect. So they had some Wolverine ones in these type of shoes, and I tried them on, and I was like, son of a bitch, they feel great. So I guess that's where, and they're like, $40 cheaper than Timberland. Oh, everything is $40 cheaper than Timberlands, but,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just feel kind of bummed. I just feel kind of bummed because I was like, I like Timberlands so much, and now I can't wear them because my feet don't want to.
I think Timberlands are more like 1.5.
1.5 what?
150.
For boots. Remember, these aren't really boots. They're like that cross between a sneaker hiking boot thing. So I think these were like in the 120 range, somewhere around there. But yeah, to get a pair of boots, real nice pair of boots, you're talking. But there's so many brands now too. It's crazy. Yeah, listen, I don't spend a lot on the Wolverine boots, but That's all right. They don't last as long. I beat the crap out of them and just go buy another pair. But I don't spend. But per 2 pair, I could have 1 pair of Timberlands. So I guess it equals out. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think I have boots all over now that I think about it.
Well, I think you are wearing my steel toe Timberlands.
Yeah. Well, you said you didn't like them.
No, I just said I didn't need steel toe.
Oh.
You did because you were cutting the wood out there.
Yeah,
so.
with the chainsaw, it's good with the steel toes.
And for me, I'm more of a careful person who doesn't maim or hurt himself. Unlike you, who I figure if I can put some kind of armor around you, all the better.
Armor is good.
You know that works all the better.
I got one there yesterday. That damn wire brush.
Jesus Christ, you are a disaster.
It was like a bee.
Damn, that's nasty.
Just stuck into my finger. I was washing it and it was like, ow, what is that? And I'm like, there's a big steel wire sticking out of my finger.
Why don't you go enjoy yourself while I go ice my balls and spit up blood?
And it was sore this morning. That's why the Band-Aid's on. I put some Neosporin on it. I'm hoping it gets in because I was worried maybe I get infected. Remember that crazy story Jay told us? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know. You got to be careful.
There's going to be consequences and repercussions.
Especially if you get pricked by the water. You know what I mean?
Had the word that you had to.
That's right.
You had to use the word pricked, didn't you?
Pricked. That's right.
You know what I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fuzzy.
Probably comes in the same place for ladies.
It comes from the ass, right in the middle of the ass.
I'm not sure it's great to be penetrated in the lake. You know, maybe that's more could make it more sensitive.
Wow, we're going there, aren't we? Thank God we're almost done with this podcast. We're already headed there. We're going to finish up heading there, huh?
Well, I want to be sensitive to women and it's like a fantasy, but at the same time,
to the ladies.
It could be dangerous.
He's joking around. Feels so good when he jokes.
Well, you got to think about that. That's what you got to be. You got to be a man and talk and think about all those things. Just totally rode that wave right there.
Feel better now?
Yeah, I do.
Feel better that you got that out?
I do. Doing the right thing.
Exercise the demons.
Yes, that's exactly.
There you go. Exactly.
Whoa, ass ahoy.
Hey, ass ahoy. What? Why are you
That's doing all right now?
What? Ass?
Yes, Frau. On the whole, I think Preparation H feels good.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm not sure if it's...
The SOP is back in working function.
Yeah. Things are good.
All right. Well,
ass ahoy.
I guess the next time we talk to you, at least from the Power Hour, it's going to be number 52, and John's going to have all sorts of shit for you.
Well, I think it's going to be
flying
wacky.
monkeys and all sorts of crap.
I think we're going to be at the Biergarten.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had to go to court for my speeding ticket on the 28th. Yeah.
Let's do the show in court.
That'll go over well.
He won't even know. Yeah. I'll be in the background.
Yes, Judge. It is my first ticket, and I will be going to jail now.
Let me do a Johnny Knoxville thing, and I'll just take the camera. We'll be doing a periscope thing, and I'll just put it right here.
Yeah. And why do I feel like you're going to hear this?
You're making a big mistake, cowboy.
Come on. We know how to make things exciting. Believe me. I think we should do the traffic ticket thing. When do you have to go in for that?
4:30.
On what day?
Next Monday.
Jay's birthday?
Yeah.
4:30.
Court could be 5 minutes, could be 5 hours.
Could be forever.
Yeah.
You should get there a little early. You might get in out of you're because people don't show up. Hey, is no, they're not here. No, they're not. No, they're not. Oh, yeah, okay. It's possible. It's a possibility.
Wouldn't hold my breath, but
No.
wouldn't hold my breath on that. She's hot.
So next Monday is going to be very challenging for us to.
My ticket made it really challenging even more.
And if we
So.
really want, and I think Jay, if there's anybody I know wants Das Boot,
I think we all want to go down there and do it with him. Absolutely, we do.
He wants Das Boot.
Yeah,
You know?
it's gonna suck if it,
Yeah.
really gonna suck.
Maybe if we take enough footage while we're there, like we did last time, and can interject it into the show, and then we can clean up what we need, like in the front or back. Like maybe we could end up with an hour's worth of great shit being there just on your phone. You know what I mean?
That is true, but from having it from the big 52 that you want, I think it would be disappointing from that standpoint.
You never know. Anything.
We'll work it out. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work somehow, I guess.
Yep.
We will make it happen.
Das Boot.
Das Boot. Das Boot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get us the hell out of here. Say goodnight, John.
Good night, John.
Stadler? Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much. Chico!
You know what I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fuzzy.
Ho ho, very funny. Ha ha, it is to laugh.